ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're visiting this morning with one of my very, very favorite stars, the youthful veteran of stage and screen and TV and every medium, the one and only Miss Kate Heartburn.
Hello.
May I thank you again for being here today, Miss Heartburn. I would like you to meet my very special co-host for today, the son of everybody's favorite French chef, Jules Child. This is Mr. Jules Child, and I notice, Mr. Jules Child, that you brought some utensils with you today. Does that mean you're possibly going to prepare something, shall we say, special for us with those utensils?
Bonjour, everybody. Bonjour, Joe. Bonjour, Kate. Bonjour, me. And tonight, Joe, I'm going to be showing you all how to prepare my world-famous sweet and sour Cabbage Patch soup. Now, the first thing we've got to do is get yourself a Cabbage Patch doll. Now, this is one of the originals, but any of the imitations, of course, would work just as well. But remember, the original tastes so much better. Now, the first thing we're going to do, if you watch me carefully, is remove the shoes, because the shoes don't belong in there. Now, it's all right, of course, to keep the clothing and the socks on, because they'll do nothing but add to the flavor. Now another thing you've got to remember before we cook it is that the fingers, those prickly little fingers, must be removed before we can cook it. So if you can get a shot of this, Bobby, where I'm showing everybody, just remember to remove the fingers as carefully as you can, like that. Now remember, don't throw them away. This is quite a thing. It's sort of like artichokes, you know, and you just keep the fingers that way, but don't throw them away. Put them aside. We're going to use them later for dessert. It's a variation of that famous dessert, lady fingers, but these are called baby fingers. There's really not much to them, but they are delicious. So we'll put them over there. Now, of course, it's time right now to take your Cabbage Patch doll and you place it in the pot like that. Now, just stuff it in there. I'm sure all of you are saying, Jules, this pot is too small for this Cabbage Patch doll, but you're wrong. Cabbage Patch dolls shrink quite a bit in cooking, so this should work out fine. Now you just stuff it down in there. Now, since this is sweet and sour soup, we're going to begin with something sweet, which is your run-of-the-mill store-bought chocolate syrup. Now you just take the chocolate syrup and carefully pour it all over the Cabbage Patch doll, sort of like this. And don't be afraid to be artistic, because you are your own boss in the kitchen. And remember to put plenty in there, a little bit over there. It kind of looks like Jolson, doesn't it? Okay, now that should be just about enough. And of course it's called sweet and sour, so we're going to take just your regular ordinary bottle of ketchup, and we're going to place some ketchup in there with the sweet and sour, the sweet sauce, which should give it that proper tang. Oh my God, does this look delicious?
Oh, it looks marvelous, Jules.
Tell me something, Kate. Do you do much cooking of your own at home?
Very rarely, Jules. Usually what I like to do is pick myself up a small chicken, and then I drop it in the baggie, and I just shake and bake.
I see. Well, that's good. So you should be able to enjoy this with your dinner also. Now, of course, the last step, and this is really the most artistic step, is to take your can of whipped cream and just feel free to decorate at will. And any way that you care to, just take the whipped cream, cover it up, and this should be just fine. Now, you know, this looks so good. I can't wait until it's cooked. Now, before you put it on the stove, I want to show this to you. Can you get a shot of this? Now, I want all of you at home to take a look at this. Now, if your dish at home does not look like this, then you've done something wrong, and you should start all over again. All right, now we're going to take this pot, we're going to put it on the stove and cook it for about 20 minutes until it's nice and piping hot. But now, through the magic of television, I'll put this down here. I've come up with there we go. I prepared a bowl of the Cabbage Patch soup prior to Joe's show. And is there anybody here who'd like, you know, I think the crew's been dipping into this a little bit. You know, whenever you do television, crews do that, you know. Miss Heartburn, would you care to take a little sip of this? Right?
Oh, I'd love to.
Very good. Here we go. Yeah, you must be murder on an ice cream cone, huh?
That's delicious. Absolutely delicious. It makes me feel 20 years younger.
It makes you feel 20 years younger? Maybe just take another spoonful here. In fact, here, the hell with the spoon. Drink the whole bowl, would you? That ought to help. That's much good, isn't it? Ma-ha-ha-ha-ha.